There we go. Hello and welcome. Little bit late for the live people in the chat. Sorry about that. It was Audrey's fault.
I take full
There we
responsibility.
go. Audrey, are you good? Are you well?
I am very good today. Thank
Lovely.
you.
Yes,
How about you?
Yes. Well, I apologise as well because I kept you in the green room, as we say. You know what I mean?
Well, yes.
There's been a few.
The
This is
red
why
room.
a bit late. There's been a few functions added to this software I use, and one of them is you're now waiting in the green room until I let you in.
Well, and I noticed there weren't really any good snacks
I
in the
know,
green
I
room.
know.
So
Not even
obviously we
green.
haven't given you our list of things that we would like.
We do.
So, well, it's lovely to have you, Audrey. Thank you very much.
Great to be here.
Jane.
Yes.
Jane. Now,
Hello.
well, I tell you what, we're going to come straight back to you, but hello. We're going to come to
Hello.
you, Jane, straight away. Dan,
Thank you.
are you well? Are you
Hello.
good?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yes, I bet you're interested as well. Apparently, Jane's had some technical expertise looking at the boiler situation. Jane, enlighten her. How is it 38?
Well,
Well, wait a minute.
okay.
I say it's the water temperature. Dan, what do you say?
I think a 9-year-old come round and worked out what was wrong. That's
Okay.
right.
I think that's brilliant.
I think, and I mentioned this last week, and I do believe that nobody listened because I said, and I'm not pointing at the chat here, I said, I wonder if it's the temperature of the water in the radiators, and everybody who'd glazed over by then just went, But according to Canny Moose, so Canny Moose, if you are watching this, it's thanking you. She was shouting at the screen until she was hoarse.
Hoarse.
She said hoarse because it is the temperature that's in the radiators. How that then transfers, or you can make that into the temperature of the room, I still don't know. I haven't got that side. I need to get a good old-fashioned thermometer with a bit of mercury at the bottom, and I'll hang it on the wall here, and I'll be able to tell you exactly what the temperature
So have
is.
you got smart radiator valves?
No!
Dan, why did you say that? Did you really think Jane was going to go, oh, yes, in every room, they're all Bluetooth connected to the Wi-Fi?
Here's her smart radiator.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is, what if one room is 37, one room is 35, and one room is 28 because you've got the door open? How do they all go into a chart and then tell you it's going to be 38?
No! If you're in a room, you might want to turn the radiator up. If you're not using a room, you might want to turn the radiator off. It's a bit chilly. To be honest, I still get stuck with the knobs. Don't say anything, Audrey. On either end of the radiator, one that lets the water in and one that does the temperature. So we just don't touch it. I'm in my cupboard pressing buttons up and down. And it's the way I like it. But I am cold. I'm in the room without the heating on, so I've got my scarf.
So that is like a bizarre system. Like, it's the water temperature, like you say. So how do you know what your temperature? You've basically got to go just off how you feel.
Oh, yes.
Or have a thermometer. What Dad says, have a thermometer in every room.
Or maybe Jane thinks, wow, 38, perfect water temperature. I feel great.
Yeah. If I felt hot, I'd turn it down. I think feeling hot and cold is a fairly basic human, thing, isn't it? It's a basic.
Jane, have you got one of those stones on a piece of string outside, and if it's swinging, it's windy. If it's wet, it's raining.
Yeah. That's a bit too advanced for me, Danny. I'll get there.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Then we are to the bottom of Jane's heating system. It's the temperature. 38 is the temperature.
Thank you, Canny Moose.
What are you saying, Canny? Oh, I'm sorry. That is a... Never mind. I remember the lady in the chat. Yes.
Okay.
I thought maybe you were saying something else, Jane.
Would I? Leave that to these two.
What?
Cockney rhyming slang.
Danny, have you been, because you're a busy guy in your allotment, have you been up to anything in there or not? Or
do you know what? I've never thought I'd say this, but I'm 4 videos ahead now, and I'm normally, do my week, but I've been going over and in between showers, and we've had a couple of sunny days. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna film a few days.
It's gone
so that I'm
wrong again,
ahead.
Dan. Wait on, I'm just gonna your mic's. Well, this is what another one that was. I'm just gonna can't be changed in recording. So you were Dalek in there.
So, do I sound like a Dalek now?
Oh,
So should I leave?
Yeah, leave and come back, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
I think your mic's on the way out.
We have had some gremlins today.
Oh, I know. So
Oh.
let's just sit into the middle, and then we'll find. So hopefully Dan comes back. So I still haven't been up now. I'm under I did a video about a what do you call electric box thing, like a battery box. That was the last video. I haven't done a video for 11 days. I haven't been in the allotment for about 15 days. So Jane, I was gonna go, but we've got a picture of Jane's allotment which will show. We're gonna go dive around it, but I was gonna just take a picture inside me polytunnel, and that would have been an excuse to go up today to have a look. But
I'm surprised you're not really excited about your greenhouse. You've got to get your stuff in there.
Yeah,
You've got to
but
move in.
you kind of know what I'm doing here. I'm doing something here, so it's kind of just consuming.
Am I okay? Do I sound okay?
Yay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of fine there now, Dan. Don't know what's anyway.
No.
It's
Hopefully, yeah. But as I was saying, I don't know if I butted into a conversation now since I've been gone. Have I? No.
It's all right. Fire away.
Oh yeah. So I'm just saying I'm ahead a little bit now, only because I feel like if the weather's bad, it takes the pressure off a little bit, because some days I've only got 1 or 2 days to film, and if they're really bad rain. But yeah, and but I feel like all the beds are done now. I'm ready to start building the potting shed. Pretty much, that's what stage I'm at now. I know.
Oh, bloody hell!
So,
it's
but
funny.
a lot of my viewers are asking, oh, get the potting shed done. I'm like, a potting shed's not kind of built in one video, because people, I think they think it's real time. So a potting shed will probably take a few days, and you can't do that if it's tipping down with rain, and filming with a camera outside. So I don't want to do it unless I've got a good couple of days of dry weather in a row. So that's the plan.
Well, Dan, up here, I guess you've had even worse, but up here, it's been horrible, man. The weather's just been and cold as well. Do you know what I mean? But
it's been so many floods, and allotments have been shut down as well. And I know one of the allotments near us that are near the river, they actually had to contact all the people who had poultry and all and say, you need to evacuate all chickens. So one guy had 20, I think he had 2 plots. He had about 22 chickens, and he had to take them home. So I don't know where he put these to, maybe in a conservatory or something, but he had to take them from there because there was literally about 4 or 5 feet of water. So, yeah.
Wow. Bloody hell. You imagine, but love, it's for one night only.
One night only.
Listen.
6 months later. 6 months later. Yeah.
50 chickens in the kitchen.
What if chickens can swim?
That actually reminds me of when I was younger, my dad finally took me and my brother fishing, and gentle souls that we are, we didn't quite understand that after you get back, you have to kill the fish. Me and my brother were traumatized. You had to bring these fish home alive. And my mum came home from a night shift to find 2 trout swimming around in the bath. That's because we were that determined not to let him do it. So my mum said, you need to get rid of these now. So my dad had to do it once we went to school. So, and then told us that he put them back in the river. And we found out years later, obviously, that he did.
You had them for your tea.
We had them for our tea. But yeah, my mum was fuming.
So, Jane, have you been up to your allotment then? Your garden?
Yes. Oh, yes, I have. We've actually had it. We've had the really horrible storm, which I love. I love a storm as long as everyone's safe
and you're in bed.
But because it's an old house, so you get the wind coming down the chimneys, and it's just proper. It's lovely. So we had that, but we've had a couple of really sunny days, really nice, but cold. And I love that. It's really good, quite invigorating. But yes, I've been up, but I'm doing the same as everyone else, really. I mean, like you were saying, Danny, you're sort of quite limited unless you've got projects at this time of the year. I think we're all scraping up our paths tipping them on the beds, planting the garlic. I haven't got my broad beans in yet, but yeah, I'm never in a rush to do it all.
Well,
As you'll probably
I
see.
think you're spot on there, mind you, Jim, because you do. I especially like get a little bit kind of. Well, I should, you know what I mean? Get it
Oh,
done, but then
mm,
you've got like months, really. You know, at
yeah.
least a
Yeah.
couple anyway. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Before you really start kind of.
mm.
I was going to ask that, Tony. Like, where have
Oh,
you been with your
it's gone
videos? 'Cause-
again, Dan. It's gone. Have you got a
Oh,
different mic you can use?
No,
can we have subtitles?
Have you got a mic that you can like just plug like headphone? You know, like Apple.
yeah,
Oh,
maybe if I
not
plug
Apple.
I'll try and plug the mic directly into the computer rather than through a splitter thing, and we'll. Okay,
Would it
do I
be the
leave a
splitter?
minute? Shall I leave?
Yeah, come back and we'll. I'm sure.
Okay.
Is Audrey nodding off there?
No. No, I'm sorry. I was trying to turn my phone off. Sorry. Because I realized, it all happened so quickly.
Dan,
Oh,
you go out and come back in. Right. There we go. Right. What were we
He's
talking
not,
about?
he's not leaving. Did he
no, he's
leave?
frozen. I think he's left. He's just frozen.
What were we
Oh,
This
talking
has been
about?
funny.
honestly, for those watching, this is the perils of recording.
When you've done it, how long Audrey? How long's Potty been going? To be honest,
Years.
It must
you
be
know
a
what I
good
mean?
few years.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't bother.
This
You
could
don't
be 3 years.
because it was Steve, wasn't it? Green Side Up Steve,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Audrey, and
Audrey,
JB. Was that the
JB.
original
Yeah,
lineup?
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah,
Gosh, those were
they were the
those were
days.
those were good old days. weren't
Well,
they?
actually,
Sepia.
what we've missed, like, say, probably, I don't know, a month, maybe 2 months. So, but if you go on the numbers, I'm sure, are we up to like 127
Yep.
weeks kind of
Yep.
thing? So it's going.
Yeah, but we took a lot of time off.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're at like year 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
So going away, yeah.
Somebody mentioned Steve in one of comments on my video the other day, and they said, "Oh, a nod to Green Side Up," because I've done an experiment planting something upside down to see if it'll come. And I said, I wonder if everyone says nature will find a way. And they said, "Oh, that's a nod to Green Side Up." And I thought, how wonderful is that? Because he's been
Yeah.
gone now.
Oh, I know.
Well, as someone's just said in the chat, 2 years. And
it?
but
2
he's still
years? Yeah.
remembered. 2 years. Marion's just said 2 years since May. Yeah, but people still remember. I think that's
Oh, no.
wonderful. He'd love that.
Here he is.
Can you? I
Hey.
think I've solved it.
Yeah, you sound okay now. That's
Well,
good.
I hope so. Hopefully, this won't be any more. And I'm sorry, everyone.
No, don't
I
worry.
think it's my, like, I like my iBook sort of thing, like the external hard drive. I think that's connecting and reconnecting for some reason, and it's knocking out the extra mic. But hopefully, we'll see. Hope so.
So we actually, Dan, when you were away there, we were just talking about like how long Potty's been going. Because I was saying, you always get things and you just kind of, when you first start, say, doing YouTube kind of things like this, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that sounds, you know what I mean? But then when you just think, well, Dan will come back in, we'll just keep on, you know what I mean, kind of talking.
How long has Potty Mouth been going?
Well, Audrey, what did you say? 2 years?
I think we're maybe in year 3.
I
3.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was going before the actual channel, wasn't it? It was going on your channel first, Tony, wasn't it? So.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
It might be
Oh.
another year before that then.
Yeah.
Oh, Joni.
It's been a minute. That I do know.
Wow.
Anyway,
I'm gonna have a
memory lanes. It's weird
Tony's
how.
beard was brown when we started this.
Oh, I know. No,
Danny had
actually,
hair.
So
And my hair
the
was
first-
red. Come on.
So the first Potty Mouth was on the 25th of April, 2022.
Was that on
But
my
it was-
channel, Dan? Was it or
Yeah.
right?
Oh, saying that, was it before?
No.
Well, there was something called Garden Team. Live the Garden Team. That must have been what it was before, was it?
I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah, because I remember you choosing the name Potty Mouth.
Right.
So
But
that's gotta be-
Jessie wasn't on the first Potty Mouth, was she?
No. No. Um,
Did she? I think she came on after Steve passed.
right. Yes, that's right,
Right.
Audie.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
I shouldn't have had that Pepsi Max there. I'm burping away like something. All right. This is just like
Oh,
bloating. Getting
it's
hiccup now.
yeah. Yeah.
What? I tell you what, we'll jump to we'll save it and we'll jump to Jane's picture. Now, Jane, you took this picture, sent it over. Let's see if I can find it.
Well, I was going to
Right.
say, if it's what you were just talking about, it's a good little segue. Oh,
There we
no, it's
go.
not that one.
Oh, it's well. This is. Am I right in thinking? No, this is your allotment. The full
It's a
panorama.
panoramic view,
Yes.
but it's very difficult to get it all on
Oh, I
because
know. I know.
if we start at the left-hand side, you see
Right.
the greenhouse, but behind the greenhouse,
Let me just.
oh, there we go.
Right. Yeah.
Behind the greenhouse, there's it's still quite a big plot. That's where we come in. So the gate's in that. Can you see the hedge just behind the greenhouse?
Right. This one. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The where your arrow is there, that's where the gate is.
Right.
And then between the gate and that dilapidated greenhouse on the right
Yes.
is our shed. And it's
Right.
quite a big shed there.
Oh,
So
yes, I can see. So the shed's at the back of that other greenhouse.
you can see the roof of it there, I think, over the
Yes,
top of the
I mean,
greenhouse. Yeah.
obviously the camera's just shooting very, 2 megapixel images, but
Well, it is a little bit pixelated.
we'll live
yes.
with that.
And then, stop. Right, then you've got move your arrow to the right a little bit. To the right, you see the black structure.
Yes.
That's the fruit cage.
Right.
Okay, so that's in there.
Is that take care of First Tunnels?
I think it was actually. Oh, I don't know if you know this, Danny. I think it might
I
have been
do.
Gardening Naturally.
You had it from Gardening Naturally.
Yeah, who I think have stopped now. There's something. They might be Primrose now.
Oh,
I'm not sure, but it's very good.
Right.
It's very good if you could only see more than 2 pixels.
Is it?
So that's quite nice.
Is it metal, Jane? Is it?
It's metal rods, yeah,
Right,
and
right.
it's dead easy to put up. Honestly,
And
it's been so good.
Do you just leave it up?
Yeah, you don't have to
It-
take the net off or anything.
So it's just up all year, each year, every year.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, don't
right.
have to worry about snow or anything like that. Although we did have a sparrow hawk in it one year, and we still haven't found out how that got in. So, so right, then you've got where your arrow is now. That's
The
that
tree.
arch. No, to the left of the
No.
tree.
Oh,
You
yes,
just might
yes,
take
yes.
some time. That's the arch that went up this year.
Right.
And then if you think that's the middle path where that archway is.
Right.
So on this side, in front of that, you'll see there's a couple of raised beds.
Yes.
By
out
the
of
upside down
curiosity, Jane, what have you got grown up? Is that arch just an arch? Are you gonna grow
No.
stuff up it?
It's got a climbing rose up one side and it's got a tayberry on the other side.
Right.
But at the moment they're young. Yeah, and that's And then that's on this side of that, like you say, you can see there's 3 raised beds, but the one nearest the camera has got the asparagus fronds in, so it looks
Right,
completely
yeah.
overgrown.
Yeah. So
Right,
is
so
that
if you
is that a bought
No, that was free. That was
cool
that
frame?
is that's the top of like a veg truck.
Right.
And the veg truck is just off to the side, which you can't see, to the left of the greenhouse because it still needs moving. But it was free. Someone was just advertising it free with the cloche and everything. So that's just got to be put back on top of the truck, which I haven't done yet. There's all sorts that I haven't done yet. But so right, okay. So you imagine those 3 beds on this side, they're
1,
mirrored on
2,
the other
3.
side.
Yeah.
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 And then
You
you've
got
got
your
that
pen up.
apple tree.
Yes.
And that's mirrored on the other side. If you look just through the middle of the arch, you can see apples on the other side, that other arch there where your arrow is.
Right.
Yeah.
Are
That's
both
another arch.
Are both arches the same?
No, Mike built that one.
All right. Right.
Mike built that one. And
And
that's got like little boxes either side.
Right.
And this year I had Aztec broccoli grown in there, and I will
Oh.
never grow it again.
Right.
It basically grew absolutely rampant and tasted horrible, but at least I gave it a go.
Oh.
And that's usually dahlias either side of that, but my dahlias have been bad this year.
So what I'm noticing though, Jane, is grass paths. Are you a fan of grass paths?
Not necessarily, no. It's just we can't get the bark very easily. So
Right.
between you're saying grass paths for it, Tony. The ones that actually, some of the ones that look like grass paths are actually meant to be wood chip paths,
All
but
right.
they're a bit weedy.
Well, hey.
Yay!
Let's
So-
get you ironing out to air everyone, to show everyone.
Oh, there we go. There we go. It's honestly, they are the paths at the moment that. So between those beds on the left, they're
Yeah.
supposed to be wood chip paths, but at the moment they're the ones that we're scraping up and tipping over onto the beds,
Mhm.
weeds and all. Okay.
Well, I've done exactly that, Jane, and
Yeah.
it was a great place to kind of. Oh, I can make that. Can I make that bigger? I don't
Well, the compost is the compost that you dig up off there is just really, really good.
know. Mhm.
So you've got that central arch, and
Yeah.
then
So
there's
is this like a double path with like grass either side? Let's call it grass for now, and not weeds.
no, that bit is meant to be grass. That bit is the
Right,
grass,
right.
right in the middle. So that's sort of the centre of. No, actually, that's not the centre. That's about a third of the way up the allotment.
So
Um,
how are you cutting grass with a lawnmower? What?
strimmer.
Right,
Okay, so we've got a petrol strimmer.
right.
So we've got grass where that is, and then right round the edge, and at the front of the allotment by the shed and behind the greenhouse, and the rest of it's supposed to be wood chip.
Mhm.
Then you've got the path going up the middle. So imagine you've walked through the first arch, you walk through the middle of the. I'm pointing at it here as if you can see my finger going on. Come through the second arch, and then you've got that central path
Right.
going up. Oh, no, to the
up
right.
there, yeah.
That's the way.
Right, right.
And either side of that, you've got a big bed.
Mhm.
That's like a big bed on either side. They're not raised, but they are mainly no dig. And that's where I have my beans when they grow either side of the path going up. And I've got my chard. You were asking about chard last week, Tony. My peppermint chard is just to the right there. And I've got. What have I got
Do
on
you
this?
grow all types of beans in there? Are there dwarf beans? Or are you doing
No,
like
no. They
beans?
have the. I put the not wigwams. The what you call them? Not the teepees. You know, the cross.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what I mean. The bamboo, two
A-frames.
rows of bamboo canes at the top. Yeah, so that's quite a nice little walkway when the beans grow. That's
Mhm.
quite a nice little walkway, which takes you up to the central apple tree, which is that one there just in front of the polytunnel. So that is the middle
Right.
of the plot.
So is this apple tree a lot older than this apple tree?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Same
The two-
variety?
I don't know what the variety is. It's like a russety type. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Right.
But it's been there a while. The two that we've just gone past, they were from Aldi, and we put them in when we moved on. So about 5 years ago. So, but that one was already there. Then you've got your polytunnel on the left, which is 10 by
Just wait
15
back
poly.
to the apple trees. Are you pruning? Do you prune or?
I do prune. Yes. I'm not pruning yet. I shall
Mhm.
prune my apple tree later on in the winter. But then we've got to the right of the polytunnel, we've got the compost bays that we built this year.
Yep.
And then behind them, if you think again, mirroring the polytunnel, there's another plot the same size as the polytunnel, and that's got pallet collar beds, sort of 2 deep.
Yeah, I can see
You
them
can
there.
just see it there, yeah. And there's 6 of them there.
Right.
And then behind there,
What's
you can see mine.
What's this green?
That's a banana palm.
Oh, right.
That's the banana palm that we mistreat every year.
What? That
and,
stays out all winter.
Yep. Yeah.
And it
And
doesn't
so-
die off.
It dies off. No, it will die off. And around about January, February every year, we think, oh, we should have really looked after it this year. We should have snuggled it up and everything. I know, Danny, you're really good with yours. You make sure it's all nice and toasty and warm, whereas we're tough. we
But
just leave
I
it
think
and it
it's
comes back.
once you've had it for so long, you can do that 'cause it is a bit like a phoenix. It'll just
Yeah.
die to the ground and come back out. But because mine's only about 3 years old,
Yeah.
and was that already on the plot when you had it? Was it, Jane?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's probably it gets quite a big comb on the bottom and then as well. So they tend to be okay then once they battle through. But the only difference is that between Jane's and mine is that if you do overwinter the whole amount of stalk, you're already ahead of the game because you can get a height.
Yeah.
Even though Jane will
Yeah.
get the height, but mine is higher up because I've got about 4 foot of
Right.
trunk rather than it trying to
Yeah.
grow that trunk again.
Right.
And you've got yours in the raised bed as well, haven't you?
Yeah,
Which
I got mine in a
lift-
3 foot higher, so mine's more like a canopy over the plot. I love mine.
Well,
And
this one.
they're just ornamental. You know, that's all you're using them for, Jane.
Well,
I haven't had a banana yet. Audrey does.
I actually I've got a Filipino friend from the hospital, and I used to work with her before, and she tries to buy the banana leaves from a local store, and they're like £3 a leaf. So
Yeah.
I never want to charge her, but she always gives me £1 coin for a pile of leaves, and it just kind of just goes in the seed tin. But she prefers to have my ones because they're fresh, and you wouldn't believe it. She cooked some meat in a banana leaf once, and it was absolutely amazing. It was like the most natural foil that you could ever cook in, and the flavour was just amazing.
So
I was
can you actually
shocked.
eat the leaf, or is it just to
No, you
to
just
wrap?
peel it. You just peel it back off. You just basically just
Okay.
wrap the meat in it with parcels and then some string, and then cook it like that. And it just it binds all the moisture inside. And I was shocked. I was really shocked, and the flavour was just gorgeous. And yeah,
Well, something to
she was
try.
so grateful for him. But it pretty much for me is just mainly ornamental. But you can, if you have a heat wave, you can have bananas. But the only thing is, once they produce bananas, they do die. So you
Yeah.
do need to make sure that you've got pups from the original plant to start
right.
again. So I don't particularly want mine to ever have bananas, as exciting that would be. But I've got about, oh my God, the problem is they produce pups. And I remember driving to get my banana plant, and they were expensive to buy. I think I paid £50 for mine, but it was quite a big plant. And because I wanted it to be established in the garden for that year. And they are a bit of an investment, but if you want, and you normally get about, if you've got a good season, you can get about 6 pups, I suppose, every year or so. So
How
you
do
could
they
sell
produce
them
the-
off if you want. Then
How do they produce the pups, Dan?
they just grow around. They just go around the bottom of the stem, and then after about, I'd say, I like to keep them on there for about 6 months so that they've established their own roots rather than feeding off the mother banana plant. And then you just chop it off a bit like a rhubarb crown. Make sure there's some, but again, there's about a 20% chance they might die off anyway. But hopefully you've potted it on, and then you create more plants.
We do. That's how we do. And of course, because of the pups, it spreads.
Yeah.
With
So
ways.
I've got about 7 in my back garden now that need to be taken off. And I've got 2 new pups over on the plot as well. So I've got 10 banana plants, and I only want 2. So yeah,
They do look lovely.
But they don't
But
spread. It's not like they're invasive or anything. You can just chop it off if you want and compost it, and it's not the end of the world, you know.
But that one there, if you can see, that's the chicken coop next to it. So the chicken coop must be 7 foot tall.
1 second, I'll
To
zoom
the
in.
right, and there's Mike in the chicken coop.
Right.
And that's like a raised shed bit in the chicken coop. But yeah, so
Is that
I think
pampas grass in the next door neighbour's plot,
I looked.
Jane?
Right.
Audrey, do you know about this? Do you know about this?
Oh,
That's why
you
they took
see,
the plot. That's why they
you
took the
can't
plot.
say anything.
Yeah.
You can't say anything. But no, so that's so I think I mentioned Tenko last week. Did I mention Tenko last week? Maybe I didn't. But I always think that the chickens, because when they're in their run, which is it's a good size run for them, but I always think they must think they're in Tenko, because it was that series about the prisoner of war camp.
Yes.
With Stephanie Cole, and I just remember it being quite lush, and so I remember when the banana palm grew, I thought, oh, really nice for the chickens to think they're in a prisoner of war camp. And then
So
you can feed those. Sorry.
No, go on, Dan. Sorry.
I was going to say you can feed those banana leaves to your chicken as well, because they're nutrient dense and they'll give a good fibre for them as well. I don't know if you do that, but they are good for your chickens.
I'll give them a go.
They give them good fibre as well.
Oh,
I feel like I'm a
okay.
banana plant expert, and I only had one 3 years, but
You're going to be Dan the banana man if you're not
yeah.
careful.
Oh, hey.
Uh-oh.
There's a new channel.
I
There
did
you
it.
go. I'd probably get more subscribers that way, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Oh. Right.
Polytunnel, Jane. That's the first tunnel's polytunnel, is it?
It certainly is.
Right.
And that's the one that we put up. And it's 5 years old now. Absolutely just as good as when it was. The door has warped a little bit, I must admit. But the shell, everything, so pleased with it. Really pleased. And of course, at the time, we only had the small greenhouse at the front, which was 6 by 8, and and the double greenhouse, but both very rickety and very
We
short.
only had 3 greenhouses. We needed a polytunnel.
No, but they're all very rickety old greenhouses. So to get something, they said, "What size?" And you look at the sizes, 10 to 15. I said, and now I'm just thinking, oh. Why? What I would have liked was and it's only after seeing other people on YouTube, and I'm blaming you for this, Danny Parley, is a wider one, so I could have a central strip.
I honestly do think, though, the width is more important than than the length.
Let's just
Because
stop
you
now.
can get that central bed through the middle, and you can grow things taller in the middle, obviously, than the sides. I just think it's much better. I mean, why would you want a polytunnel that's like, say, 8 foot wide and then 20 foot long or 30 foot long? Wouldn't it be better to go wider and have that middle bed going through the middle as well? I prefer mine that way anyway. But yeah, mine.
I noticed that you're careful now the way you're saying it.
I know,
Well, you gotta
and
be
I'm not
careful
saying
because
anything.
Or
It's
you'll
like
just jump on it.
it's like innuendo bingo, yeah. But yeah, I just think. But Jane, maybe you. I mean, this. Didn't you pick that one as well though because it fitted in that gap because you got like a cross, a bed, haven't you?
It does fit beautifully in there, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and
But
behind that, then
my
we've got
original.
Wait on,
What's
Shane.
that?
Wait on. So the polytunnel, do those sides come up?
Oh, pardon?
no.
No? Do you know what I mean? That they don't you can't get vent air through them or anything?
No.
Right.
That's your Danny influence, that one. No.
Yeah.
Mine's just, you've got your vents in the door at either end.
Mm-hmm.
So the top half is like net. So you can just about make out between the pixels that that's green and the bottom bit isn't.
Does that netting, can you replace that if it's a hard winter and put like
Yeah, I would think so. Never had to.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
and
I'm
there's
more
the-
precious than that. I got like double plied polycarbonate that I cut to the squares and they fit in and with little rabbit hutches. Only because the wind blows in and the rain and when you're in there trying to pot in the winter and you've got that freezing cold wind coming through plus storms, I like to know that it's sealed shut, both ends.
Well,
But,
we're quite sheltered. You can see by the back there, all the trees have got at the back. And then we've got hedges round. So we don't suffer too much from wind.
So is that not the trees not a bit of a problem, Jane, with say branches blowing around or anything like that?
Well, if you think, right, the back of the polytunnel there, what we've got there is our tiny pond. And then we've got I call it a patio area, a bit where we sit, which is about 10 foot by 8 foot. And then we've got the chicken run, which again is about another 8 foot square. So just to let them have a free rangey. So like parallel to the chicken coop here. The other side. So behind polytunnel, we've got the pond, we've got a little path, pond, seating area, chicken coop, and then at the back there, that
shed of doom.
The shed of doom is right at the back, and that is the border. And very, very, you can just about see the roof if you go in past the banana palm. You can just about see the roof of the shed of doom at the back, and that's quite a long, narrow shed that we just store nets and all sorts in, but it is horrific.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love it.
but it's really really useful. And then but there's a great big tree to the right of the Hawkeye on the stick, and that is our far away tree that I always called it that, and that has the most beautiful cooking stroke dessert apples, and that throws apples down at us every year. And in fact, next to that, there are plum trees and damson trees and a pear tree and another apple tree as well. And the only time we've ever had a problem with branches coming down, a huge limb off the faraway tree came down, fortunately, on the tin roofing bit of the chicken coop.
Mm.
It was
Right.
huge. It was about a 12-foot limb. So you wouldn't have wanted to be underneath it, but it was
Wow.
stopped by the chicken roof. But yeah, so it goes quite a long way back. That's what I mean. It's difficult to get it all on, but
So this is actually
yeah,
a huge allotment.
It
then
is
being by
huge.
the-
it is big,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
And is it council or private?
it's private,
Right.
which is always a worry, because you always
Why?
think, oh, someone's going to come along one day and say that is a brilliant bit of land, because there's about 30 plots this size, and when you just think about where people are building houses nowadays, someone's going to make a lot. Well,
So
there's
whose
an
land is
owner.
it? Who's
But
who's
it's actually the next to us. We're the last allotment on our side. The man who owns the house in that what was an allotment, he had a house built on it. He owns the whole land, and he got it for a absolute, what's the word? Not
Song.
fortune, the opposite.
Ste-
Yeah, I got it for a
Steal.
song. Yeah, no, a steely song. He did. Because I think it was, I don't know when it was actually, back in the 80s, where you could just, well, land was a lot cheaper. But yeah, bought it off the convent because it used to belong to the nuns. And yeah, bought it for more
and
or
that's
less
who
penny.
you pay your rent to him, do you?
Yeah, yeah. So we're on about £90 a year, and that includes water.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Good,
yeah.
mind you. It's bloody good, that price.
It's
for
really
allotment.
nice to see it from this perspective. Because
Yeah.
honestly, I've always wondered, Jane, like, because you film yourself in different places.
That's
So
what's
I
difficult
always
though.
think, how come there's so many things? And now I can see how they go together.
Yeah, they're all different bits. Well, the only other alternative was a drone shot, but even the drone shot didn't get either end in. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
either way, I was going to have to miss bits off. But yeah,
Mm.
we love it.
Let's hope I can get this out on the show tonight where it's the full screen.
Why we've had 20 minutes of a little postage stamp.
The one pixel, that one
Yeah.
pixel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, we'll just stop that because I know Dan's got a picture or two as well. And
Oh,
I forgot what
yes.
I've shown.
Well, I'll tell you what then, we'll jump straight in, Dan, with yours.
Okay.
'Cause it-
What did I show?
you're worried now, aren't you? I've been
Aye.
sending
Well,
them
hey, look at
things
this figure.
Oh.
There. Now, what's going
Oh.
on here? Yeah, he's getting a bit worried there. Like,
I
geez,
was. I
what
was
about-
thinking of it. They're
So-
just my blueprints of my plots. I got 2 of them. That's
Oh, wait on
the,
that.
Prince?
that's
So-
which,
Is that like a proper printed out,
yeah.
right?
So just print. I
Wow.
got 1 for each plot. That's the fig and olive plot, and yeah. Perhaps I'll show you pictures of mine for next week or something, and then you can kind of see it better. But mine's got more of a that plot is more natural, where it's got more curvy paths of an Audrey. It's kind of like
Yes.
snakes through, so you kind of it kind of looks like it's blocked off, but isn't. You actually walk through from the bottom right. You walk through there. There's an archway, and then
Right.
it comes up to the fruit cage, and then the pond area. That's new. That's going to be built on, and it kind of snakes up. They're all little paths and stuff walk around. But they're all sage and cream metal raised beds on that plot. So it looks more garden sort of looking, really.
Mhm.
But yeah, the other
But-
plot's more raised beds, all in rows. That's more for the vegetable. This is more for fruit, flowers, and it does have veg on it as well. But there's a lot more fruit trees, and the fruit cages there. I mean, the fruit cage is the same footprint as my old polytunnel, so it's quite a big fruit cage, really.
So are
But
you
yeah,
good at because Dan, I've got this new allotment as well, and I haven't done anything like that. Like work it out, and
Well,
that
the
looks like
reason-
it's been done with a nice computer as well program.
No, not really. I think that was done on Canva. But the reason I do it is not really so much to plan. So what I do is I I keep those copies at all times unless I move the beds around. That's when people say like, "Oh, move that blah." I think, God, that means I
Aye.
got to change the blueprints. But it's just because I can either write on there or I haven't got any here now. But you know, like the tiny little tab post-its you can have like on books and stuff, like bookmarks.
Mm.
Oh, yes.
I use them and I push them onto the beds. So I can put in there what's already in the bed and then put another one on top then and what's going to go in next. And I can kind of work out how many beds I got and whatnot before I even start sewing and whatnot. So I know how much I need of each thing. Because there's no point me sometimes doing a tray of 24 of, say, cabbages of one variety. I'd like to know what bed is going to go in the winter ready. So I actually sew them and just 10% more. So I don't really have as much waste as much. Even though Tony, you've seen the polytunnel and it all looks like a garden centre. Both sides of the staging's full. Each plant has got
A
a
home.
designated bed and yeah.
Right. And you do this, Dan, like this every year, though? You go into the woods and the weeds and work it out
No, so I just keep that blank now and then on my computer, and I just print off another one, and then. But once I've determined what's going to go where permanently, I do write on there. Like you can see, I've started writing things on because they're already in the beds, or I know they're going to go in that bed. There'll be no change in my mind. Like the
Right.
Charlotte potatoes, they work in that bed, so why would I not put it there? But
Uh-huh.
I just like to have a plan of the plot rather than because when you're at home and you think, oh, I'll sew this, I'll sew that, and you get too excited, and then when you're planting everything out, then you haven't got enough beds, and I did fall short of that one year, and I thought, right, next year I'm gonna do better. But at the top left corner, that's where the potting shed is at the moment, and then the second rectangle, the one next to it, the smaller one, that's kind of going to be the extension area, and that's going to have all like Victorian windows and stained glass windows and a big potting bench with an old Bosch sink in it, and it's going to be fully working as well from a 12-volt pump for water, and
Oh,
yeah, it's going to look. I've got like peg boards and stuff to peg all the tools and stuff up in there. It's going to be the dream potting shed, I think. So yeah, that should be coming up in
will the potting shed have heat, Daniel?
So that potting shed's got a log burner in it.
Right.
And then there's a kitchen on the right-hand side, the left-hand side. That's got a sink in it as well that fully works from a 12-volt pump. And there's solar panels on the roof. There's a skylight in that shed already. And the windows at the front are designed, you can take them fully out because in the summer, sometimes I film from inside the shed. And so people see your plot sometimes and they don't realise that sometimes it does have to be a bit of a film set, because how can I film in the shed and make it look bigger? But because if you're inside a small shed with a tripod and a camera and trying to get the light right, so my windows at the front of my shed do actually unclip, and all the windows actually come fully out. So
you got your camera outside sometimes when you're shooting.
my camera's outside going inside because obviously if you film from inside the shed outwards, you're pointing the camera towards the light of the door, and that's where the light direction is. So yeah, it's not just about building it. Sometimes you've got to think about, and that's why when I build my plots, there is certain areas where I clip, like I think I copied it off you, Tony, like your little grapple hooky thing for your camera. You've got to know that you've got areas where you can clip that onto film, and that's everything's thought out about. I wish there was a video out there really about telling you how to do those things.
That's a nice thing, that though, Dan. But I mean, I kind of with my little shed, but they take the windows out and just have it so your camera's just inside, so it looks like you're inside.
Yeah, it looks like
you're not.
So it takes away the pressure really of you trying to and not hit the camera and stuff. They just basically just clip out and they, yeah.
Top tips there for the filmmakers of YouTube.
For the filmmakers, yeah. But yeah, for that plot, Tony, I pay 20. It's quite cheap in South Wales, so I think I pay about £28 or £24 for that plot, something like that a year. And there's another plot. Obviously, that's my first plot. Perhaps I'll show photographs next week or something. But Yeah, it's
Cheapest
for
chips,
my
what?
whole rent and my thing, I think I pay £70 for 2 plots. That's with the rent, the insurance, and everything a year.
Mm.
No, that's spot on, Dan. That, to be honest, the
Yeah.
price, that's a great price, that.
Well, I remember when I
Mm.
first took my half plot on, it was £16, and
Mm.
I called them up and said, "Oh, how much is it?" And they said, "Oh, £16." So I went to the bank and I did 12 times 16 because I thought that's how much it was per month, and I was happy to pay that a month. I thought, well, that's cheaper than a gym membership. So,
Mm.
and when I went there, the old boys was like, "Well, you're paying for 12 years, are you?" So I was quite happy to pay £16 a year for the first plot.
£16 a year. Bloody hell, man.
Mad, isn't it?
Isn't
If
it?
you put a shower in there, you could just live there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Ha-
that's the only thing I haven't really got there is a bath and a shower. I literally got heating, running water, and
I bet you've
lighting.
got
The
an.
solar.
I bet you've got an old tin bath. Come on,
No,
Danny.
there was
I
one on
bet.
the plot, and I gave it away. Yeah,
Oh,
but
that would have
yeah,
been good
there's
if it was your log burner.
I don't want a bath there. I sometimes do think though when I'm sat in that shed and I got like my laptop doing work. I mean, I do think, why am I here for? I got a house literally a stone throw away. It's
Oh.
like I can walk from here to the plot in about 5 minutes. But yet
Mm.
sometimes I just like to go over there, and especially the summer, and just invite friends for food. And I cook food off the stove as well. And I've done like jerk chicken and jerk pork and rice, and yeah, I have proper little dinner parties and stuff with friends, and allotment here's come as well. Well, Audrey, you've had food on the plot. I mean, we couldn't quite get you through the gate, but we had you on the path, didn't we? And we all had tables and we
Oh,
had
we
some
had a
bits and
great
bobs.
time. I had
Yeah,
cream. What were those custard tarts?
custard tarts. I thought
Just
about you last night,
oh,
Audrey, because I had one for my tea, and every time I eat one now, I think of you when I have one now.
it is nice though. We've got the bit that you couldn't see behind the polytunnel, the seating area. We have friends around there, and it's like proper putting a tablecloth out,
Yeah,
putting candles up, hanging candles off the
Oh,
tree.
that sounds lovely.
Everyone
Yeah,
brings something. It's just lovely, and
yeah.
like Danny, you're the same. It's just so lovely being outside with
yeah.
friends
My
and
friends,
drinking.
if I invite my friends for food now, they naturally, especially in the spring and summer, they naturally think that they're going to come to the plot, and they
To
want
the
that. They
plot.
prefer that because they
Mm.
haven't got an allotment and they don't kind of understand the whole, setup and stuff. They love the fact they can go there and there's flowers and ponds and fountains going and food all growing
And
around. They take food and fresh strawberries home and stuff.
Yeah.
They like all that.
you can
Our
get them
plots are
to
pretty
do
much like that.
jobs. You can get them to do jobs. Mine
No,
were helping me pick all the damsons. I just gave them branches and said, go, and they all went home with bagfuls of damsons. It's lovely.
yeah.
Audrey, have you got a picture, Audrey? No, don't worry. Don't
No,
worry,
but I
lassie.
do have a show and tell,
All right. Yes,
Oh
come
yeah.
on then.
and I realize it's a very it's not very exciting. So we'll just
Oh,
kind of look
well,
at it.
it's
Yeah,
a
These
yeah.
mystery.
are caramelized onions.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
My favorite.
lovely. Mm.
So
Uh,
how many onions did they go down to make that?
oh, I made 36 jars of this.
Right.
Wow.
Now you just stop your giggling. And I think it was 40 pounds of onions.
Right.
Wow.
Not fan.
So a
But
pound of onions, roughly. A jar.
Yeah,
Audrey,
'cause
have you ever tried it with boiling in like a couple of cans of cider in there as well? Oh, it completely
no, I
knocks it out
haven't.
of the will. Put some nice
This is just
dry
onions.
cider in. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
this
Just
is
onions?
just onions.
Oh, see this?
Cooked
That's the alcoholic
forever.
in me. That is. I like to
Ooh.
put a couple of cans of dry cider in mine when it's boiling down. Oh, sweetens it right up, and it's lovely. It's one of my favorite, and nice with soup like that as well.
Well, and the some of the other onions are gonna be like this, but a French onion soup base.
Mm.
So
Mm.
that's kind of the house smells very oniony right now,
Oh, I bet.
which I don't
Christmassy as
mind
well.
in the least.
Yeah.
But I
No,
realize that's kind of a boring jar to show.
no,
but
no. Just what I'm interested in, Audrey. So that's just onions, like very slowly fried down, like.
I put them in a roaster that they barely fit in, and then after about 2 days. They really just.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I think it's like 2.5 days to cook them
What's
done.
a roaster? What do you what like a slow cooker?
No.
Like
Can
a tin?
I? Let's see. I'm trying to think of what I could make it. No. All right. A roaster is just like a huge. Interesting. I have to describe it. Okay. I guess you could think about it maybe like a slow cooker, but it's like 30 quarts, 40 quarts. It's a big.
Is
It's a.
electrical, Audrey?
Yeah.
I think my mum had one. I think it was called a Miracle Maid. It's like a big metal tin thing, and then you've got a lid on it as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
They
there's
used to have them in like the
there's
80s and 90s. It was called a Miracle Maid. I don't know if anyone else had one, but
Right.
okay.
some of the viewers will.
Yeah.
So
So
you leave
like
it on for a couple of days.
yeah,
Right. Never
because you
heard
have to
that.
let all the water has to cook out, and
Right.
you
You put
want them.
nothing else on it. It's
No,
just onion. Oh, wow.
because the beauty of that is then when you open this, you can do almost anything you want with it.
Mhm.
Eat it.
And yeah,
Eat it
but
all.
and the hard part about caramelized onions is how long they take.
So
Mm.
there's no stirring involved or anything like that?
Know what?
Stirring, you don't
Oh yeah, you have to check it and stir it,
right.
but
So
it's not.
you take a lid off, stir it, and put the lid back on, come back 8 hours, do it again
Yep.
for
Hmm.
2 days.
Yeah, 2.5. Yeah. Yeah, but then you have.
Tony, we couldn't afford that in this climate,
Not
honestly.
electric power, what? 'Cause
Get on. I'd have to be outside on the
10
bike
quid a
pedaling for
jar.
it.
Me solar panels will be drained straight away.
Tony,
Yeah. So anyway, that's my show and tell.
we
That
only got
sounds
10
lovely.
minutes though, right? And we haven't done tip of the.
Oh, hey, I totally forgot. Totally forgot. Dan, thank you for reminding us. What is your
That's-
tip of the week?
I don't feel like it's not my show, I promise.
No, honestly, I was looking at the time thinking, I'll wrap this up, but I forgot. Yes, we do. Tip of the week.
Yeah.
Go on, fire away, sir. What you got?
I feel bad because Jane's got a similar tip, so I feel like perhaps Jane should go first. I'll do ladies first because otherwise it look like she's copying me, but it's not. It's similar, but not. Go on, Jane.
It's let's be nice. It's
if you
great
insist,
minds
Jane.
think alike, and there's not a lot else to do at the allotment at the
Go on
minute.
then.
So my tip is cuttings. Now is the perfect time to start taking your hardwood cuttings. And I have. Oh look, you can't see it. That is my black currant. This is perfect for you, Tony, if you're trying to fill up your fruit garden.
Mm.
My hardwood cutting, all you do when you are pruning your black currant, it's good for black currants, red currants. I don't know about white currants because I don't
I
grow
think
them.
Monty Don do it with, was it roses?
Oh, has he done it as well?
Yeah,
I
he
bet he
just
did it this week, did he?
He did?
Somebody else
He
did
did.
it.
He peels them into a row.
Oh, I haven't even watched that one. Well, let's
Fuck him.
credit
Go on,
Monty.
say it,
Let's
Jane.
credit Okay, black currants, red currants, gooseberries, all you do, well, you know, Monty's shown you. You just chop it off, make sure you've got a little bud near the bottom. You want it to be old wood. It's meant to be about a pencil width thick. You can see that's newer wood. That's this year's wood because that's lighter. But you want to go into the darker wood if you can. And I was going to give you a demonstration, but I've lost my scissors now in a fit of pique. Hold on. Let me just show you because you might not have seen anyone cut anything on a plant before. Right, okay,
Where's your
ready?
prenabo?
Done. I should have got the prenabo, couldn't I? That would have been a nice
Yeah.
link. And, right, tip is put your flat bit in the bottom. Oh, look at you. Flat. I can't do it. Oh, where is it? Hold on. Flat bit in the bottom of the soil and pointy bit so when you take your cuttings, you can remember which way up they go because there's very little on there at the moment to show you which way up that would go. Okay, so if you do a point at the top, not only does it let the water and everything run off, but I always think point up, straight down, point up, and think of it that way. And it just helps me remember what way is up. But I'm sure you all know that because Monty's shown you anyway.
Yeah.
Bloody Monty.
That was
So,
my
Jane,
tip of the week. Thanks, Monty.
just out of curiosity, Jane, let's say you did 10 of them.
Yes.
Would you think you would get 10 back?
Yes.
Right?
No, honestly.
No.
Well, I haven't done 10, and I haven't even told you what I do with them. You can put them in water, leave them in water for a couple of weeks, and they should start to root. Because they're hardwood, they'll take longer than we might move on to in a second with a different tip. But what I do, I just shove them straight in the soil. Straight in the soil. Did not bother doing a little slit for them to put in. I didn't amend the soil in any particular way. I just literally went like that. And I must have had about 3 or 4 and they came. They're so easy to do. It's really,
Could you do
really
them in pots, like in like put it into
I
a pot and
didn't.
then?
You could do. If you do them in pots, do them around the
On
edge.
the edge.
That
Leave the
helps with
middle
the
empty.
drainage. Yeah, yeah. But mine were literally just next to the parent plant, shoved in, and I forgot about them. And then lo and behold, next year they had leaves on, you know. So you have to wait sort of a good year to be able to then
Oh, yeah.
transplant them. But really good way of building up your stock.
Well, let's see if Dan's copied right off you,
Can I
Jane.
No,
can I ask
I
you a
haven't.
question, Jane?
Yes.
You don't use rooting hormone?
Nope. Don't need it with this. Honestly, they're so
Yeah.
easy. Really easy to do.
Wow, okay. You have the
Go on
touch.
then,
though.
Dan. Let's see if you've copied off
So,
Jane.
my tip is normally around the start of the year, you start looking for buying potatoes, sweet potato slips, and also you've got the garden centre to buy them. They're quite expensive. They can be like $5.99 for a sweet potato plant. And if you've already got sweet potatoes now and they're now starting to die back a little bit because you're going to be harvesting, now they don't look the best right now, but if you cut off some of the stems and put them in water, these will actually root. They're just starting now. You can just cut off most of the foliage, and they do sulk for a while, and then they'll start rooting. Then in just I got mine in a little jug, and I keep it in the window. Make sure it's getting some sun, and then they'll start rooting. Then I'll pop some into pots, and then I'll overwinter them at home, just in the window, because they grow slowly there. And then by spring, then you've got piles of sweet potato plants. You don't have to worry about starting off a whole sweet potato for slips. Or you can just use the vines that you've already been growing this year.
Dan, can you see Audrey's face there?
No, I couldn't. Why? What was she doing?
Thumbnail.
No,
There's
can
a
you? 'Cause
thumbnail.
I think what you're doing there is you're kind of stabbing Granny in the heart when you're saying, "Just take the Audrey. What's he doing wrong? Come on."
No. I'm like fascinated by this.
Do you mean
I'm
because there's
thinking,
no
why did I
hormone?
never do this? I'm kind of pissed. Actually.
Well, it's instead of
Like-
making your own slips out of a sweet potato, that's all you're pretty
Right.
much doing with that sweet potato is stressing it. It's dying, so it produces more slips or whatnot because that's how they
yeah.
produce. But if you just cut off some of the cuttings, especially off the new growth, this'll grow roots within a week, and then just plant them up, and then you're going for next year.
So
I
wait,
did actually-
Am I getting this right, Dan? Or you're learning something, Audrey, off Dan, like an expert sweet potato, because the Bible.
Yes, but I also realize I would have those in my house for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Nearly as long as the caramelized onion.
They
Yes.
do grow really, really slow, so they'll just be in the window, just hiding away. I don't see it. They don't grow massive or anything because they haven't got really that much of the heat. But
You have
once
to
they start
change,
going
you have to
outside,
change the water often, then, Dan.
yeah. Well, once they start, no. Normally, I'll change the water now, with maybe once, and then by then they've already got roots, and I'll put them into pots. So it'll just be like a plant.
Right.
But they grow so
And they
slow
don't
because
start
they're quiet.
producing potatoes inside.
No, they just stay
Okay.
because they're growing so slow. But then once spring comes, yeah, boom,
Yeah, they're
Unreal.
off and running. Yeah.
off and running.
Audrey, man.
Because I was like, I got to start getting my sweet potatoes so I can start
Yeah.
getting my slips going.
So have you
That's
got
something
any? Have you
that's
got any
worth
plants
doing, though,
already
isn't
there,
it?
Audrey?
It is so freezing here.
Ah,
There is nothing alive outside. Well,
Yeah.
okay, that's slight exaggeration. There's a lot of life. But sweet potatoes are not one of them.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
anyway.
that's my
Anyway,
tip
might
of
have
the
to-
week.
so that is a top tip, that mine, because it's like
Top
always
tip.
like.
Yeah, I'm like,
'Cause they
wow.
are
Sorry,
a nightmare, and they honestly they're one of those things, and they're nice to grow, but they're like the highest chance of getting a really nice big sweet potato is low, innit? You
It's
know,
going to
pure
the
for us
shop.
anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they love heat. They love it
Yeah.
hot.
You know,
Mm.
they kind of
Audrey
would
then.
work if we had a massive heat wave, but we don't really want the heat wave for everything else. That's the only
I know,
problem
I
with
know.
sweet
Right.
potato.
That's why you
Yeah.
should just buy them from
The shop.
Georgia.
From a farmer's market.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Audrey, tip. Have you
Yes.
got a little tip you can give us?
I have a little tip. It's very
Hey.
little. I am starting to go through my seeds.
Mm.
So what am I keeping? What am I getting rid of? What am I leaning into? What am I not? And it makes me think every year to put them, when I'm done, put them like in a dark, cool place and let them chill out until it's time to start up again. So make sure they're dry. I mean, these are obvious tips, but make sure they're in a dry place, but the darker and the cooler, the better.
Mm.
So
Are these seeds, Audrey, that you've opened, like packets you've used, or is this like a brand new packet that you've
I
got?
think it's both and
Right.
at this
Mm.
point, because I did buy a few packs from this, they have year-end sales. Every seed company does. But I thought, I want new seeds.
Mm.
So I'm really going through mine with I'm being
Yeah,
vigilant
same.
to clean them out. And the hard thing is they sell you these packets, some of them have 5 seeds in them, okay, but others have like 2,000 seeds in them.
Mm.
And I'm not the kind who just goes, oh, well, I only needed 1,000, so we'll just throw those out.
Yeah.
I keep stuff, but I thought, I'm done with that. I think,
Mm.
like, keep them for a few years, but let's move on, shall we?
I'm with
Well,
you there, Audrey.
I have a little tip, or it's a little show and
Oh,
tell.
Wait,
no.
what is the date?
What?
Mark
Audrey.
it down. Ooh.
Oh, look what I got! A little care package. Got a
Oh.
little care
Wow,
package,
those
kid.
came
Ki-
quick.
Yes. Someone sent us there. Oh, Audrey.
Oh,
Look.
Oh. So Audrey was very kind. Baker Creek again. I guess this is my, because I've never had any, but I love like the style and the packaging. I was a little
I
bit,
like, yeah.
yeah. So ground
Yummy.
cherry.
Very
Is
nice.
that, is ground cherry, because I haven't grown that. That's not a, what do you call it? Is
Cape
there a,
gooseberry.
yeah, is that the same thing, is it? Or
I don't think it is it, Audrey?
I don't think it is.
right.
Well, I shouldn't say that because
I
it
thought they
could
were.
be.
I don't know. I get them
I
mixed
know
up.
they're more related to a tomatillo
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
than they
Yes.
are a cherry.
Mm.
So
But
they're
this
sweet.
was,
Are they
yes,
sweet tasting?
they're sweet tart.
Right. Right.
But these
And like,
New
does it,
Hanovers are
is it,
sweeter.
just give us
A
a quick
Cape,
tip then,
a
Audrey.
Cape
Is it like a,
gooseberry is a type of ground cherry. Yeah.
Okay.
right.
I
So
just
I
had
would
a look.
just, that's like a one season plant. It'll just flower fruit and then that's
Well,
it.
I don't know what it will do in your climate.
Right.
I
In
know
your
what it,
greenhouse.
yeah, I know what
They
it does
usually,
in
they do
mine, but
usually die. Yeah.
I was
Then
thinking
we,
of your new fruit
yes. Yes.
Ooh.
allotment.
It was very nice. I knew straight away, Audrey, when I went, oh, I know. I said, I know what that is. But
No.
then we have got squash, candlestick,
Ooh.
dessert. Is it delicata?
Delicata.
Delicata.
My
Right.
favorite squash,
Right.
hands down.
Is
We've
it?
grown quite a lot of those this year, Audrey, and I agree with you. They are absolutely fantastic. They did so well, and you just don't realise how different taste can squash.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
taste can squash, or squash can taste. Yeah.
Oh, Jane, so you've actually grown this
Yes.
variety.
I don't know if it's candy stick dessert, but it's delicata. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Really, really prolific.
Oh.
Really
Right.
good.
I haven't grown that variety of delicata, but I did order a pack for myself
Mm.
because they
Ready?
said it's sweet, almost like a dessert.
Oof.
There you
Honey
go.
nut. There we go. The old
Mm.
staple.
Well,
Fantastic.
you also have all that land that you could just
I know.
throw
Well,
a few
Yeah.
Audrey,
seeds in.
that's a
Just
that's a
let it
great
go.
thing, because I was thinking, like doing the Charlie Dowden method where you cover it with muck one year,
Mm.
all the weeds, and then you cover it with a vegetable to block out the weeds the
Mm.
second year kind of thing. So, you know what I like about these baker, there was one, I forget which one it was, Audrey, that it was like donated. It tells you a little bit of history about the plant. So it was donated by a certain like horticulturist, and then they passed away, and you know,
Yeah.
it's living on
Oh,
kind
wow.
of thing. So
Yeah, well, I just got their catalog.
Ooh,
Remember
okay.
we were talking
Sweet.
about that? We were talking
yes,
That's
about
sweet,
that
isn't
just
it?
a week or
mm.
2 ago.
I
Yeah.
like
Yes.
your name. Do
So
you know
I
what I mean?
thought, you know, maybe Tony needs to dip his toe into the
Yes, so-
rutabagas.
Then we have a little flower. So you sent now.
Oh,
I love that Valkyrie Scarlet. What a name that
Yeah.
is.
yeah.
But there was
Yeah.
an orange one you sent over once, Audrey, which was
Yes.
lovely. But that
Yes.
one as well, that's
Aztec
gorgeous.
zinnia.
Yes.
Mm.
And then the favorite, last but not least,
Oh,
Kalima.
Kalima.
Kalima beans. Now, if you
Yum, yum,
haven't
yum, yum.
grown any of them, they are. Now, I'm drying some, Audrey, but it's nice to get the real IABs in case mine go.
Well, I thought now you can plan for future years,
Mm.
like, right?
mm.
So
Yeah.
can you
Can
eat
you
them as the actual beans as well? Like the actual
Are they
pods?
French beans? Oh,
Yeah,
Is
I
that what
eat
you
them. I eat
Just
those
that
for
you eat
fresh
them like that.
growing.
All
You
right.
don't need.
Yeah, I eat
Mm.
them as green beans like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
Like-
they're a dwarf, aren't they, Audrey?
Yes.
And can you
Yeah.
get those in the UK?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I
Because I
don't
know I had them once, and then I think, Audrey, you sent them over to JB, and
Mm.
JB was just like astounded by the flavour. Because you do say, "Oh, they
Ooh.
taste lovely," but then you try and you can
But
never
then you
say it.
taste it and go,
Then
"Oh,
you taste
yeah."
it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then it's like
That's what's
so.
great about growing your own, though, isn't it? All the
So I know
different varieties.
that wasn't a tip. That was a show and tell. But Audrey, thank you
That's very
so
good.
much for them. They came yesterday.
You
I think
were
it was
well,
yesterday.
I'm glad they got there.
Yes.
I've had a little
Happy
trouble lately
pants. Happy
getting things
pants.
over there, so
No.
awesome.
It's nice to get new, like you say. I've got a box with like old ones, but it's lovely to get new ones now. You know what I mean? It kind of almost invigorates you to kind of
Mm.
go out and spend
Yeah,
more.
it's great.
There you go.
There you go, everyone. Big thank you, everyone that's in the chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hopefully this will work, because I know we've had issues, and that actually was bouncing around all the time. The screens. I'll try and have a good look at it. Yeah. Till next time, look after yourselves, everyone. Take good care. Toodle pip.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.